And a good afternoon to you and yours. We are live on the campus of Weslaco East High School. That's right, the strong side here this afternoon. Being joined by everybody across YouTube and, of course, lots of folks here at the gym at Weslaco East High School. And a matchup, a district matchup at that, in a district really 32 5A Region 4, an important one. We'll talk about that in just a minute. This evening or this afternoon, Vinny Berry, Valzamar, and yours truly, Fred Alfaro, on the call this afternoon. It's an interesting one because, of course, this starts for many, including here this evening, maybe the first or second game of the second round. What does that mean? Well, they played the first half, if you would, the first round, and this is where they've gotten. And now some adjustments and things happen again. You play the same teams all over again. So we'll see that here this afternoon. A must-win game for Weslaco East, you say? Well, maybe. We'll tell you what Coach Gorena had to say about it. Also, Cynthia Wareham, the head coach for the Lady Lobos, had some thoughts on her team and what they want to accomplish here as they get started here in the second round. Well, welcome to it. We're happy you're with us. We're going to get started here. First serve coming by the Lady Wildcats. Lady Lopez, the young junior, will get things started. Be on the lookout for a couple of players here, especially for the Lady Lobos tonight. One that you'll be looking for is Shalene Granado, a nice setter, sophomore. We'll give her accomplishments. She's done really well here this year. Another one to look at is Jasmine Cortinas, another young sophomore who has done great things here for the Lady Lobos. We'll talk about all them, and then, of course, your Lady Wildcats as well. And hits the net. Point go over to the Lady Lobos. Not the start of Weslaco East, obviously, like, but here we go. We're talking about this young lady as well, Jasmine Cortina. Yeah, she had 22 kills the last time they played at Lopez. So the Lady Wildcats remember her very well, obviously, after that. So back and forth, they're going to get started here, setting up things nicely. That's going to drop for the Lady Lobos. We were talking about Shalene Granado. She can setter, but she can also hit that ball. And she's coming off this side there. Nice setter for the Lady Lobos. Here comes again is Jasmine Cortinas. The Lady Wildcats will set this up. Gets it across, and that's gonna be good. I just trying to check the line there. They called it in good. So it's a score of 2-1 here early. First set, welcome to it. It's a big matchup here in District 32 5A, as we mentioned, Region 4. Really, for Lopez, they start them as the visiting team here. They clock in at 6-4 over the season here. Just got started, as we mentioned, here in the match. Cross this over, nicely done. We've been talking about her, Shalene Granados, setting things up, going up on the other one as she sets it up. That's going to go out. Nice patience there shown by Micaela Perez, the young senior. We call her young because all these young ladies, young athletes are young, but she is a senior on this team. Point now even 2-2. So 6-4. We got the thoughts of Coach Wareham on what to think about tonight or this afternoon. That goes awry. Trying to set this up was Amber Solis, the senior middle backer for the Lobos, Lady Lobos. 3-2. Point goes back to the Lady Wildcats. Now setting things up is Micaela Perez. Once again, only 5 seniors on this squad for Weslaco East. She's one of them. Running jump start. That's going to go right through the hands there of Katie Granado. Point for Lady Wildcats, 4-2. Starting again on roll. That's one of the things that Coach Wareham was talking about. I said, look, you can't get down too much. We understand we're playing a good team tonight, this afternoon, and so therefore we got to get ready for them. Sets it up. Nice dig. Going to set that up. Going to go the opposite way with Haley Gano. Nice rebound there by Micaela Perales. Going to get it across, and that's going to be a point. Excellent hit by Elena Espinosa, young junior, getting it done. 5-2 now. Score. Action is nice here to get started on a Saturday morning. I think I'm the only one that's a little bit slow after a Friday night game, that's for sure. Cleveland Lady Wildcats going to set this up. Right in the middle, sets it over. She's the player they're trying to get to anyways, is Paula Lopez on the outside. Sets it up right in the middle. Nice hit, just couldn't get there. Was Micaela Perez. Point over to the Lady Lobos. So, yeah, Coach Wareham basically said we just can't get too behind. We got to stay competitive. This is a good team. She said I've been watching a lot of film on them, a lot of tape. They're a good team. This is a tough district that we're in, and they are 6-4 here in the campaign of the season here for them. Back to the action. That's going to drop. No, nice play there by the libero. Speaking of libero, that does it as well on the other side for the Lady Wildcats, Valeria Juarez did a good job, just couldn't get it across. 5-4 now, early in the match here. Weslaco East on the other side, it comes in at a 4-6 record. Now you think about that, gets it across. Gonna get their point over for the Lady Lobos. That ties it up at 5-all. 4-6, I was talking to the guys here earlier. We're talking about 4-6 at this midway point, if you would, of the season. It's not a bad record, really. You take consideration who they play, and that's going to drop. Excellent hit there. Killed by the Lady Wildcats. Rotation coming around as we will see Azaria Rivens come in. She comes up the front of the net. High jumper, high motor. Coach described her as such. Ismael Cervantes getting the serve across. He's going to set it up. Going to go from the right-hand side. That's going to drop. No, they're going to get it across off the net. You got to get it over. And that's going to get there. Saves it. Boy, that serve there, right? Come back across. Drops it. Comes back the other way. Nice rally going on here. This is exciting. Coming back the opposite way. Can they kill it? Yes, they do. That was some nice volleyball, everybody. 7-5. Lady Wildcats. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Tell your friends we're available and send the link to everybody. YouTube, WISD YouTube, as you can find the match tonight, this afternoon. I'm saying afternoon, maybe night for me. Here comes the set back and forth. Here comes Azaria Rivens. Lets it drop. Nice save. Pass it back the other way. You're going to try to attack from the left to the right. Here comes the Lady Wildcats. Going to drop that in. Now save. Nicely done there by Amber Solis. Gets it across. Drops one. You got to get it across. Nope. Couldn't quite get there. Was Mia Ferrer, another senior on this ball club. The rotations coming in and out now for your Lady Lobos. Jenny Shank, junior, coming in. She's going to do the serving. 7-6. So, yeah, at 4-6, we're talking to Coach Gorena. She says, look, it's a tough district. It's a big district, right? You take a look at the teams that are available to play or that you will play. Our really top teams point back to the Lady Wildcats, 8-6. We're talking Brownsville Pace, the Lady Vikings, 10-0 in the season. Harlingen South, 9-1. Brownsville Veterans, 6-4. And then you kind of have everybody in the middle waiting for that fourth spot. Edcal Chelsea, this Lopez team, Mercedes, and then you have East. So you can see why these games are very important for the Lady Wildcats. Gets it across. They're playing it here early. Nice play there. Setting it up, going up on the opposite side. They're going to try to get that. Just couldn't get it across the net. Was Elvira Perez. Excellent effort there by her. 8-7, back and forth we go. Lopez, again, we talked to Coach Wareham about it. It said, look, what can you tell us about the first round here that just finished a few weeks ago? Get her thoughts in a second. Anaí Granado, now senior, set that going. Back the other way. As it drops it away. They're attacking from the left side. Here they come again. And it's going to be nicely saved with the libero by Valeria Juarez. Couldn't quite get it up and high enough to set it back to anybody. That will tie the game again, 8-8. Weslaco East has not trailed here early on, but it's a tie game. Lopez has been able to tie. See if they can get this out. They do. Going to set that up again by Shalene Granado. Nice save there by Saraí Gonzalez. Sets it across. Nice rally going here. We've seen a couple of these. Here comes that one. Just try to get it with an arm and just couldn't get it. That's going to give Lopez the first lead of the afternoon. Make it 9-8 here early in the first match. So first round thoughts by Coach Wareham. We're talking about the Lady Lobos since they're the visiting team. We'll get to the Wildcats obviously in a minute. Couldn't save that either. Goes out. 10-8 now. Lady Lobos ahead. Excellent play here early on by both teams. That's what we expected here in the second round, if you would, of district. Set across, nice block. Point going the opposite way by Amber Solis, the senior on these Lady Lobos, increases the lead to 11-8. Speaking of 8, comes in a Lady Lopez, young junior now, comes back. Getting the ball across. He's going to set this up. Going to go the opposite way, and that's going to be out of bounds. Well, yep, it's going to be out of bounds. 8-12 now. Quick points now coming for the Lady Lobos. Here comes Anaí Granado, senior. She's a defensive specialist on this team, but she can serve as well. Going to drop that in as Rivens try to drop that in. She's going to do that again. Excellent play. She can use power and finesse. Finesse works for Rivens. Point East. 12-9 now. A lot of action back and forth. And again, we said this earlier. It's what we expect. You really do, because this is a big matchup for both teams. A loss here doesn't end your season for any of these teams. That's going to fall in. Excellent. Nice ace there. Pick up a quick point there for the Lady Wildcats. Back there is Alina Espinosa, the junior Lady Wildcat. So, yeah, it doesn't end your season if you lose here, but you get further back in the standings, and it makes it that much tougher. We'll go over the schedule for both teams, who they have to play. Tough games coming for both teams. To the cross, sets by Shalene Granado. Going to go the opposite end, is going to be out. Strong, powerful hit by Jasmine Cortina. We said earlier she had 22 kills the last time she was here, or that East was over there on the campus of Lopez. Young sophomore, powerful hitter. Trying to do here, replicate what she did back at Lopez. See if it hits the net, point over. 11-13. Rotations are coming in for both teams back and forth. We'll keep up with many moves we can. Charlie Delgadillo, that's right. Junior comes in. And then we have coming in is Kaylee Granado is going to do the serve here. Sets it up. Somebody deciding what they want to do. Nice pass. Going to go right in the middle. Going to attack that area. Nice save there. But number one, Mia Ferrer gets it across. The Wildcats do. Comes up the middle. There's a power hit. Nicely done there by Charlie Delgadillo. Just came in. She's warm off the bench. That's right. Going to get it across. Hits the net. Gets across anyway. Coming up from the opposite side. Going to drop. No, they're going to save it. Going to get it across. They do. Nice rally. Sets it up. Going up the middle. Who's going to hit it? Nice, powerful hit by Micaela Perales. Middle hitter there. Nice, a good job coming up from the outside as well. She can be good in any area. Point East, 12-13 now. I thought this would be a close match here, and we have that. Here comes Valeria Juarez setting it up. Back to the other side. In the middle, they're going to attack it. That's going to go right on the corner there. We talked about her kills and Jasmine Cortinas. Yeah, she kind of leaves off, takes going on where she left off last time. Point Lady Lobos, 14-12 now. Comes a serve by Granado. Being played by East, coming up. They've been favoring that area. Powerful hitters, Micaela Perez, just a little too hard on that one. Goes out, point Lobos. 15-12 now. Gets it across. East is going to play it. Going to hit it off on the outside from Valeria Juarez. Back and forth they go. Sets in the Shalene Granado. And they come across. No, they're going to get it off the net. Couldn't get there. There's a nice hit by Desiree Castillo. The senior was able to get that across and wasn't able to be played. Coach Wareham telling her Lady Lobos, hey, that's what we're talking about. Keep it up. 16-12 now. Serve comes across. Set up nicely. Look, they're going to go over to Micaela. No, that's on the opposite side is Alina Carmona. Young junior just came up and hit that. Delgadillo has been all over the place. Set this up, and they're going to hit Micaela there. That's going to drop back and just couldn't get it across. Lady Lobos and a nice defensive play there for them. Pick up another point. 17-12 now. Bit of a run here by the Lady Lobos. That's going to ask for a timeout. They'll have one. We will too. You're watching a K-West production. Back to the action here. Off a timeout and a needed one for the East Lady Wildcats. A bit of a run here put on by the Lady Lobos. 17-12. Good action here back and forth. We're happy you're with us. about the middle part of the first set here in this match here this afternoon from the gym on the campus of Weslaco East High School. Back and forth it comes. Micaela has been doing a fine job of getting it across. She's shown her power off here this afternoon. And you've seen a lot of that defensive play there by Weslaco East. And right coming up right now, it's going to be stopped, blocked by Paola Lopez, the senior middle backer, playing right in that area and then goes back and forth. She is a valuable player here on this Lady Lobo team. Sets it back, that's going to be out. Point over to Weslaco East. They needed that. 18-13 stops the run here that Lopez had gone on. Officially 4-point run maybe 5. But keep track of that. But you get the point. Some points were coming up. Across. He's going to hit the net. Going to be able to save it. They got to get it across. They do. Comes up. Pass it. Volleys it up the other side. They're going to go to Micaela. Micaela's going to drop it nicely down. Run to the corner where nobody was. Not even me, who was closest to that one, could have gotten it. Nicely placed there by Micaela Perales. Right now, the senior is active. Here comes the set. Aleida Lopez sets the serve up. Back and forth. Here comes Cortinas. Cortinas didn't kill that one. She was tempted to. Look like she wanted to just go finesse it, drop it in, and get it across. That's going to be Delgadillo. Charlie doing a fine job here this afternoon. Gets it across. Middle of the other side. Cortinas is going to try to spy. Couldn't get it across the net, but nice effort. Doesn't matter. Point goes over to East. 15-18. This is the type of match we've seen here early on. Gets it across to Lady Lopez. Drops. That's right. Nice one there for her to drop. We were talking about how that goes. Let's serve there for the point. 16-18. She get another one. Young junior serving. To the cross. Going to set it up is going to be Granado. Gets it across. Going up the opposite side. They're going to drop it again. Cortinas is there for that one. No, going to fall. She's found a nice spot that Micaela has to hit it. Now that goes back to what we talked to Coach Gorena about. We'll tell you what she said in complete when we talked to her, but she said, look, we're going to find areas. She said, we call them seams. And we're going to try to find, and we feel we'll be successful with that. Cortinas gets it across. Sets it back the other way. See if they find the seam. They're trying to. That's their goal here this afternoon. Get it across. Lady Wildcats the opposite way. Here comes that nice, strong hit. Get the top. And we're talking about it. They're looking for the areas, an angle. They call it seams in volleyball, trying to hit with purpose to put the ball down. And that's exactly what's happening with Micaela Perales on the side of the Lady Wildcats. So far, her game plan is working. Why do we say that? It's 18-all. First set here. Set across. Right in the middle. Granales has been very active here. It's it across there. That's got Lady Lopez going to go the opposite way. They're going to try to drop it. It's going to go back. Here comes Cortina. She's going to get it outside wide. That point is going to go over now to Weslaco East, and they will need a timeout. The Lady Lobos, well, we'll keep it here. Looks like we wanted to talk a little bit about Coach Gorena and what she had to tell us about what the first round meant for them. So remember, they kind of divide the season into two, first round, second round. This is the second game of the second round, if it makes any sense, second game of the half of the season. And she felt in the first round the Lady Wildcats were competitive. They played to a high level, she felt. Just weren't able to finish in certain games, certain matches. She says we got 5 seniors that we're counting on, and then we have a 4-year player in Micaela Perales, and boy, she's been active here this evening and this afternoon. 6 underclassmen that are coming around, and they're very talented, and she feels that they can carry that competitive from the first round into the second. What did you say about the second? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Same question we kind of asked Coach Wareham. She felt that the Lady Lobos had been playing excellent volleyball. She said, hey, the biggest thing we accomplished in the first round, Lopez beat Brownsville Veterans for the first time in school history. Now, that's a big accomplishment. Congratulations to Lady Lobos, and they were happy about it. They feel great about the first half. We'll tell you what she said about the second here in a little while. Back to the action. Ooh, nice block there by Alina Carmona, the junior. Going up high. 2018. Now, if you can hear it about the gym, is some decibels high in loudness here this afternoon. Cortinas, gets it across, goes high, just couldn't get it. Nice play by Cortinas. She does a good job there. 2019 now. She goes up high. She's been very active. She had a fantastic, not fantastic, that's downplaying it. She had a great, fantastic game last time they played against East. Trying to duplicate that again. Gets it across. Looking for those seams. We've been talking about it. They found one there too. Lopez does. Nice hit by Granado. Young sophomore has been ultra moving everywhere here this afternoon. We're back tied 20-20. Delgadillo sets it up. They're going to go over to the opposite side. Now they're going to hit it off the back. Back and forth we go. Setting it up. They're going to go off the right edge. Couldn't get there, but that's going to cross the center line. Now they're going to give the point over to Lopez. Thought that she had crossed it. But nice play there by Desiree Castillo, the senior. 21-20. There we go. But we're trying to hit 23 by 2. You got to get a 23 and at least win by 2 here. Cortina's trying to accomplish that. Here comes the serve. Sets it back up. Right in the middle. Looks like Mia Ferrer gets it across. Setting it up, going off the opposite edge with Castillo. Castillo's got to hit that hard. Maybe just a little too much. She understands that. Okay. Ties the game up at 21. Rotation here again. Coming back in is Alina Espinosa for your Lady Wildcats. Ooh, nice action here, huh? Gets it across. Running start for her. Back forth. Opposite end. Going to go off the left-hand end. Going to hit it hard. Couldn't get there. Was chipped at the line. Coming off the opposite edge. Nice shot by Haley Cano. Another sophomore on this Lady Lobo team. Gives the point back to the Lady Lobos, trying to win this match here, at least this set. Set 1 is going to be Zarela Gomez, the senior libero on this team. 22-21. Threat here to put this away. Gets it across. Lady Wildcats is going to try to avoid that. Going to set it up on the opposite side. Nicely done there by the Lady Lobos. Up to the opposite way is going to be Castillo. Castillo gets it across, and that's going to give him the point. It makes it a 23-21, at least at the end of one. That's what we have. We will take a timeout, kind of regroup things, get things together, and we'll join you in a second here. This is a K-West production. Back to the action after set 1 that belonged to the Lady Lobos from Lopez. 23-21, about to get started. Set number 2. Welcome to it. We're happy you're joining us. Just in case you're just joining us now, we're live from the Weslaco East. That's right, set 1 is the one that we're talking about, 23-21. That was done for. Back and forth. Out goes that ball. It's back the opposite way. It's 24. That's why we were talking earlier. I guess we're trying to finalize already the set. It's not over yet. Thanks, Val. 24-21. Gets it across. Forget it was 25. Here it comes going the opposite way. So there's some going to play here for. Nice save there by the libero, number 1. That's Gomez. Gets it across. Opposite way, it's going to be a point for the Lady Lobos. Now we're at 24-21, and that will end the set. Here, 1 for the Lady Lobos. We'll keep it here.
Before Clarissa Renteria was a dentist, she was a student at Weslaco ISD. She was a cheerleader, played softball, and started college early through the dual enrollment program. She graduated from UTPA before earning her degree from the University of Texas School of Dentistry in Houston. Now she is Dr. Renteria, creating beautiful smiles at Professional Dental Group. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Dr. Clarissa Renteria, WISD was the right choice.
So what do you say we get some set 2 volleyball going? First one belonged to Lopez. Weslaco East wants to obviously get this one. Big names to mention, players to watch this afternoon was obviously Micaela Perales. She's been doing a fine job. A couple of players really for the Lady Lobos. We got to mention Anaira Granado. She was able to get things going. So was Shailene Granado right in the middle of the set, a young sophomore. Keep them going. Set is up. Point goes backwards. Point will go to the Lady Lobos. 1-0 here to get started on set number 2. A little bit of a confusion there earlier. Sorry about that. Got that going. So that first set belonged to Lopez. Gets it across. Again, back and forth goes Lady Lopez. Lady Lobos, Cortinas has been very active from the signs there. That wing, she's been active. Powerful hit there being delivered there by Micaela Perales. She's been doing that basically all afternoon here during the match. First match as well, too. In the first set here in the match. That's going to count. Thought it was out. Yeah, maybe not. Lady Lobos pick up the point. 2-0 here early on in set number 2. First one belonged to Lopez, as we mentioned. That's away there by Shailene Granado. Back and forth they go. Try to set it up was Kaylee Granado. Opposite way. Gonna set it right in the middle there. Gonna tip and gonna go over. Nicely done there by Alina Carmona, the young junior, making her presence felt right in the middle. Goes up high for that one. Lady Lopez, another active player here, player to watch here for the Lady Wildcats as well. Opposite middle. Gonna like to go down that area. They've been favoring Paula Lopez, the senior. Setter there in the middle. She is active again this afternoon, and she's been producing right in the middle. Coach is very happy to talk about their players. And we talked earlier of what they've been able to accomplish. She mentioned a lot of things that Shailene Granado, as a matter of fact, who's out there, who saves that one. And we got to congratulate her. That gets across. Ooh, just couldn't get to it. Was Mia Ferrer. And we were talking about Shailene Granado, number 10, for the Lady Lobos. 1,000 assists and 800 digs for her in her career here so far. And that's fantastic to hear. And just a sophomore, and she's already accomplished that. So we congratulate her on her fine accomplishments, achievements here during the season for the Lady Lobos. Back to the action. Micaela Perales, the senior, will get a running start here and get it across. That jump serve. That's going to go out. Scored 3-4. Lobo still ahead, and it's been close match here this afternoon. The first set it showed at 24-21 was a ending one for that one, and here it's just 3-4 here early on. Running start gets it going. Nicely done there off the edge. Tip back, gonna set that over. Gonna try to get it across. Here's Alina Espinosa. Couldn't. Gets it across, gets that point over going to the Wildcats. Rotations coming in and out there for both teams. 5-3 here. A couple of players coming in. Sarai Gonzalez comes in. Have a Lady Lopez who's already been in action here as well. Back and forth they go. She couldn't get there. Yeah, they get it. Man, what a dig. Back and forth. Granado's going to set it up. Granado does. Making a point over for the Lady Wildcats. Coming in as well was Alina Espinosa, who was doing a good job. Now a couple of players coming in. We will have Vanessa Cervantes, another senior, coming in, and Azariah Rivens, young sophomore, back on the net there for the Lady Wildcats. We'll see Cervantes get that going across. We'll set it up, and they've been favoring the right side, and they do. Powerful hitter is Desiree Castillo, the senior. Too much on that one. Point for East. 5-5, tied game. A lot of that happened here during the first set. Back and forth they go. Sets it across. Nice save. Over. Can't get it. Two Lady Wildcats there. Espinosa and Rivens just couldn't pick it up. 6-5 now, Lobos. Coming back and forth. Rotations. You'll see Alina Carmona now coming in as well. Now she'll take a seat. We'll see a couple of other players coming in. Lady Lopez, along with Alina Espinosa. Sarai Gonzalez, also the young sophomore, in there as well. 5-7 now. Point Lady Lobos. Back and forth, they've traded leads. They've tied it up a few times. That's how close of a match it's been. Wants to drop it in. Again, she's getting the message, I think, Rivens is, on finding those seams. This is where she attacks here. They got to attack from the opposite side. Nicely set up there by Shank. Shank will get it across, and that's going to be close. That's going to hit the line. They're going to call that in, and that's going to give them another point. 8-5, too far for me to call it. We're happy that the flag was there with it. Calls it in. Here comes Jenny Shank, the junior. That's going to be a little too far off. Point for the Wildcats. 8-6 now. Back and forth they go. Going to set this up. Going to get it across. It's Mia Ferrer. Outside hitter. She can do that. She's a nice setter as well. Speaking of setting, going to set it up for Rivens. Rivens trying to get it across. Just couldn't get there. We'll draw for the Lady Lobos. You got 9-6 game so far. Rotations again coming back and forth. Taking a seat is Haley Cano. Well, you'll have Anaí Granado get that going. On the other side, Saraí Gonzalez is coming in, and she's been doing a good job in the back there. Get things rolling. Here comes Cortinas. We're talking about Saraí. Nice way to save that one. Send it back over. Rivens, good job. Gets it across. Will be set up to the middle. Gonna try to get it there. Just couldn't quite do it. Was Jenny Shank. Saved up high. We'll get it across again for Jenny. Jenny will strike it. Couldn't control it. Was Saraí Gonzalez. Nice play there by Jenny Shank, the junior Lady Lopez. 10-6 now in favor of the Lady Lobos. Here comes Anaí Granado, senior on this ball club. Opposite way is going to drop. No, a little way too far out. 11-6 now. So yeah, we talked quite a bit about the Lady Wildcats, and we'll keep it here as they kind of just go for a minute here. We talked about the Lady Wildcats and what they wanted to accomplish here and what they're doing here this afternoon. But let's talk a little bit about what Coach Cynthia Wareham, the head coach of the Lady Lobos, had to mention. And we set the first round. She was very proud of her athletes. They were able to beat a rival. First time in school history they beat Brownsville veterans, a big accomplishment for the Lady Lobos. So congratulations to them on that. It says, but let's talk about the second round, this game here. What does that mean? It says, well, for us, we've got to literally focus game to game. So I know it's a cliche, but it's a game to game. For us, we can't focus on other teams that perhaps are rivalries. For example, our Brownsville veterans, the Brownsville Pace. They might look for those matches, and then we forget that we're playing a pretty good team here, for example, this afternoon in your East Wildcats. So we got to focus game at a time, take the game seriously. He says, but we're feeling good about our season, and they should. They're 6-4 here to get started, or right about the second game now in the second round. Point over to the Lobos, 12-6, the largest lead we've seen any team have here, coming out here in the middle of set number 2. Gets it across. Lady Wildcats trying to battle here. Rivens, nice hit, going to come across. The libero is going to get it across. That's Gomez. Back and forth they go. They're going to go on the opposite side. It's going to be Alina Espinosa. Just a little too much power on that one. Lady Wildcats, good athletes. As a matter of fact, multi-sport athletes. A lot of these Wildcats play different sports. Next one up for them, be basketball and softball, obviously. The seasons that are coming up couldn't quite get their point over now. Lobos, 14-6, increased their lead here in set 2. Remember, the first one belonged to the Lady Lobos from Lopez. Gets it across. Going to set this up. Going to try to get it across. The Rivens couldn't get it there. Another point, 15-6 now. A bit of a run here is Anaí Granado. Gets it across. Opposite way is going to try to get it in. It was heading out of bounds, but they played it. Cortinas did. Back and forth they go. Going to get it across if they can by Valerie Juarez. Power. Again, they've shown their power, the Lady Lobos, at times just a little too much. It's never a bad problem to have. And times they've been able to use that power to get some kills and things like that, and they were able to lead the game so far. 15-7 here. Set number 2, live at the Weslaco East Wildcat Gym on the campus of Strongside, Weslaco East. That goes across. Point over. Lady Lobos couldn't get there. Ace for her. 16-7. Game that has featured a few rallies back and forth and really nice action. So we'll see if that kind of develops here eventually. That's always good to see when you go back and forth. Right now there's a brief break in the action. Rotations coming across. The official making sure that things in play. Getting it back in there is going to be Kaylee Granado. Katie's back there now. The Granados are the ones that are really doing a number here this evening or this afternoon for the Lady Lobos. Cortinas, powerful hit, goes up high. They got to get it across. They look like they might be able to. They do. Micaela Perez, the senior. Gone away a little bit. Ooh, nice save there by Charlie Delgadillo. Pops it right back up. Who's going to get it across? It's got to be Mia Ferrer. Check that. Charlie Delgadillo was looking at that one. And that one falls. That was zooming. Yeah. Valerie Juarez along with Charlie Delgadillo doing their best to try to keep that speed ball coming right by you. 17-7. To the cross. Lobos on a major rush here. 18-7. They're on a roll here in the second set. Lady Wildcats just trying to break the streak here. Trying to get a point back their way. They've been stuck at 7 here for a little bit. Save. Gonna try to get it across. They do. Nice setup there. Micaela Perez. Power. It looked like a block. Didn't come across. Cortinas will get it across. And set it up is Mia. They're going to come off from the opposite side. And then hit with Micaela Perez. Coming up by nice fist bump. Get to the cross with Jenny Shank, and that's going to go out. No, they're going to call it in. They're going to call it in. Coach Wareham was calling it out. The official made it official and said, no, it's in. 18-8 finally stops the run here for the Lobos. Quick points came up. They come, get to the cross. Trying to drop it in, touching the net, point over for Lady Lobos. Looks like one of the Lady Wildcats came across. 19-8 now for the Lobos. They've increased their lead. Done a good job of it here on set number 2. So really, when we talk about both teams, again, it's early in the second round of the season here. Lots of volleyball still to be played. Goes up high, gets it back in. Cortinas, no, that's going to be Castillo getting it across. It's going to drop now. It's going to be pushed back. Paula Lopez has been involved in a couple of those net nail biters, if you would. Point over to the Lady Lobos. From the outside, gets it back to Micaela. Micaela gets it across. Sets it up. I think they're going to go the opposite end. They are. That's Maite Noyola getting it back across. There's Granado. Sets it up. Going to go to Micaela. Micaela showing some power there. Just goes across. Nice power being shown by her here this afternoon. And really, both teams have some real nice power. Just haven't been able to control it and focus it too much here at times. It's been happening. Gets it across, and by drop, they found that seam around the angle there, and it drops 22-8 now. Weslaco East in danger here, serious danger of losing another set here. Lady Lobos get it across. Opposite, going to try to get it in the middle there. Micaela gets it across. Ooh, just kind of drops, teardrop if you would. Nice save. It's going to go across. They're going to try to spike it in. Couldn't do it. They're going to go off the edge. Micaela is going to find that seam. They had it. Nice rebound there by Jasmine Cortinas playing some defense, and that's going to drop. Lots of good defensive play. Just couldn't get there with the Lady Wildcats. But, boy, man, they're really fighting on this one. Gets it across. Point sets it up. They're going to set it up there. They're going to get it across. It's going to be Alina Carmona Thought they were going to set it up for Micaela. It's going to go hit. That's going to be the point for Weslaco East. They stop it. Stop the points there from continuing. 23-9 now. Set number 2, rotations back and forth now. Elvira Perez comes in. You have Mia Ferrer take a break, a water break. Gets it back across. Sets it over. Coming off the edge. Going to hit the net. Point over to the Lady Wildcats. A mini run here for the Lady Wildcats. 23-10 now. Can they get a little closer? Going to try to get this serve with the jump serve. No, he's going to get it off there. Is a Lady Lopez. Lobos setting it up right in the middle. They try to drop it. They got to get it across. Now they do. Good play there in the middle by the Paula Lopez, defensive specialist. That's going to go backwards. You got to go get it. Couldn't get it. That's going to give them another point. 24-10 for the Lady Lobos here. Match point coming up. For the Lady Lobos. Lady Wildcats are fighting, though. We'll tell you, they're trying their best to accomplish and really do their best here this afternoon. Back and forth. Off the edge is going to be Elvira Perez. Just came into the match. Point over to East. 24-11 now. Again, on a mini run here are the Lady Wildcats. This is what we've seen. No, they haven't given up. Lots of fighting these Lady Wildcats still. Here we go. Micaela Perales running, start. Get that running. Up in the middle. They like to go off the edge in the middle there. It's going to drop for the game. Desiree Castillo ends set number 2, 25-11. As the Lady Lobos pick up set number 2 as well. We'll take a break as they switch sides. We'll be right back. You're watching a K-West production.
Before Rene Hinojosa became a business executive, he was a student at Weslaco ISD. He participated in UIL academics, designed the original Wildcats logo, was an all-state academic middle linebacker. He then played for the Longhorns, graduating with a business degree from UT. Now he's the Director of Strategic Development at Doctors Hospital at Renaissance. Weslaco ISD is home to some of the most prestigious graduates in the Rio Grande Valley. For Rene Hinojosa, WISD was the right choice.
All right, welcome back. We are live at the gym here on the campus of Weslaco East High School. We've played 2, and they both belong to the Lady Lobos. As we kind of await here, just get started, their first point goes to the Lady Wildcats. Lobos pick up, we're in set number 3 here. Welcome to it. Lady Wildcats hoping this is not the final one, hoping they will fight them through and go into extra sets. Lady Lobos would like to get going. It's a trip back to Brownsville, they say sometimes. So I know this is an important game for both teams, so they're playing as tough as they can on both sides. And no quit on these Wildcats. Lady Wildcats, let me tell you, back and forth. I will say on this side, the Lady Lobos have been impressive. They've been playing tough here. Point now ties. Now they are a 6-4 team, hoping to get into the playoffs, and they're rounding up into shape here, into form here. Here comes the set now. Jump serve by Micaela Perales. Gets it across. Strong hit, goes up high. They're going to set it up the other way. Goes into Bayalina Espinosa. Drops it across. Is being Shalene Granado. She has been fantastic. There she is again, setting it up. Nicely done. Power hit, though, is going to go across. Power done there by Haley Cano. Point over to the Lady Wildcats, 2-1. We'll wait for the jump serve here coming by Micaela Perales. Lady Wildcats, again, are 4-6. Now, it's interesting. They want to win this game like every game, and they'll have quite a few still coming. It's still early in the second portion of the season. To the cross. Got to find that seam. There's that point. Lady Wildcats 3-1. Quick lead. Kind of reminds us of the first set where they got started hot. The Lady Wildcats, lots of points and got ahead quickly. Ended up being a 24-21. Need a 25-21 game. Wildcats across. There's Granado again. Sets it up for her good friend. Couldn't get across there. Across there was Paula Lopez. She has been dominating in the middle there at times. That's going to fall And the point over to the Lobos. So back and forth they go. So we're talking about the Wildcats. Lady Wildcats need to win some games. It's obviously important because anytime you're in district play, it is important. As we await Zarela Gomez, the senior, to get this across. So she does. Save there. Puts it up the other way. Get across. Point over. Looked like she carried. That's what they're saying. Yep. Carry. 3-3 now. That's a tie game quickly. Lady Lopez back and tie this one. So when we said this in the beginning of the broadcast, 4-6 is not a bad record to have when you're in the middle portion of the season. Wildcats set it right back up. Going to try to get it across. They do. That's going to fall. Lina Carmona pinpointed. The young junior doing a fine job picking up a point, 4-3. But in this district that they're in 32-5A, besides being a large district with a lot of teams, there's quality teams. Every single team can just play volleyball. That's just the way it goes. And then you have your leaders, of course. Nicely done there. Gets that across. That's going to fall. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Weslaco East 5-3. So you think about the teams that are ahead of both of these two teams. Ahead of East and ahead of Lopez is Pace is undefeated. Orange and South, who's only lost to Pace. That's it. Brownsville Veterans 6-4. But remember, Lady Lobos already beat Brownsville Veterans. So that's a big push for them. Big momentum shift for them. Speaking of momentum, Weslaco East has it now. 6-3 here in set 3. Here comes Vanessa Cervantes setting things up for the Lady Wildcats here. So when we're talking about the teams that are in this district and how good they are, that tells you how competitive this district is. But the coach got in and said, look, any team, because of the talent, here comes Cortinas trying to save it. Jasmine has had a fantastic game. Just couldn't save that one. 7-3 in favor of the Lady Wildcats. Got to get this across. Lady Wildcats. Vanessa Cervantes will continue. So we were talking about them, the top 3 teams. Pace, South, and Brownsville Veterans, right? Gets it across. There's Granado. Gets it to Cortinas. Middle. Gonna attack from the right side. Nice save. Sends it right back to the Wildcats. They're gonna get across. No. Point for the Lady Lobos. 7-4 now is your score here. Set 3, remember the first 2 sets went to Lopez, so this will be the final set if Lopez can catch up. Right now they got some work to do, down 7-4. Gets it across is Shank. Jenny Shank, the young junior, has also had a good game. Cortinas couldn't handle it. Powerful hit coming off the edge there. Lady Wildcats have shown some finesse and power at times as well. 8-4 now, Lady Wildcats, as we await Mia Ferrer and her serve. So those top 3 teams, and they say, well, there's 4 teams that will always advance to the playoffs, but then you have a cluster of teams that are kind of all bunched up in the middle. They're kind of playing for the 4th spot. We'll get to them in a second. Set it back across. Saved nicely by the Lobos. Nice play there by the libero. That's right, number 14, Valeria Juarez gets it across, looking for a seam. They're looking to get it across is Granado. Granado has been a fantastic player here this afternoon. Drop down there, she is again, saving it, trying to set it up. Gonna go across to Jenny Shane. Jenny does a good job of getting it across. Here comes the power. Jenny right there for it. They're gonna try to save it as Granado. Again, you see her athleticism back and forth. There's a rally. The point will go back to Lady Lobos, 8-5. So we talk about the teams that are right at the 4th spot. Ed Calchelso, 6-4, right? That's their district record. Lopez, we mentioned, they're here, 6-4. Mercedes, 5-4, and then Weslaco East. So anybody here, the 4th place spot, and even Brownsville Veterans now, you can have an opportunity to get them. Try to get to the seam. They do. Nicely done there on the outside. Nice positioning by Alina Espinosa, the junior for the Wildcats. Pick up a point, 9-5. So you see the challenge ahead for both teams. So a win today for your Lady Wildcats would be fantastic, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fight here. Been doing that. Been close here this afternoon and trying to pick the 3rd games as going to go out. Point over to the Lady Lobos. So when then talking to Coach Gorena and her staff, they feel they've got a good team. Again, they're a tough district, and they've got to pick up some wins. And it started already here with the last game. They're going to try to get this going here as well. Focus on that powerful hit. Boy, Micaela has brought the wood here this afternoon. Micaela Perez has been all cannons tonight. Man, oh man. Across. Sets it up. Here comes Rivens. Gets it across. Granado. So patient with that. Couldn't get it across. Was Cortina point over. Lady Wildcats. 10-7 now. Rotation still coming around. Valerie Juarez is going to get the serve going. Back and forth rotation. Trying to keep some of these players as fresh as possible as Coach Gorena. That's going to be missed. Bit of a joust there for the Lady Lobos. Nobody could pick that up. Point over to Lady Wildcats. 11-7 now. Weslaco East putting up a fight here in the third set. That's going to be out. Point picked up by the Lobos. 11-8. So we mentioned the multi-sport athletes that the Lady Wildcats have. They're looking forward to other things, but they really want to focus on this volleyball season. They've got a lot of work to do, and in talking to them, they're excited about what they can do here in the second portion of the season, the second round, if you would, of the volleyball season. Couldn't get that. Just out of the outstretched arms of Charlie Delgadillo, who's had a nice present here this afternoon. 11-9 is your score. Lopez, in a couple of sets, has fallen behind this afternoon, but they've been able to roar back. The Lobos done a good job. I've been able to get right back in it, especially when Weslaco East has had the lead, and they continue to lead. Nicely done there by Perales. 12-9. Again, Coach Gorena mentioned, look, we've got to find those areas, those seams that we're looking for. She feels that her team is at the best when they're able to do that. And so far, they've been showing it here. Just not be able to show some points for it. Ronaldo tries to get it across. Nothing there at the net. Alina Carmona goes up high for that one. And set it up. Going to go Micaela Perales trying to find that seam. Not happening. And we're ready for it. Cortinas powers back the opposite way. Going to set this up. Nice pass. Going to try to get it across is Elvira Perez. Power. That's it. It's going to fall off. The libero, Valera Juarez, tried her best to save that. Couldn't get it. 12-10 now. 2-point game here. Set number 3. Just keep in mind that Lopez did win the first 2, so if they win here, that would end the match. Weslaco East putting up a fight, 12-10. They have the lead. Cortinas, who's had an excellent afternoon, will serve. To the cross. Nice pass to the opposite side. Tries to drop it in. There is Perez. Not to be. Going to go from the opposite end. Tipped. Back. Going up, get across, and she does. It's going to drop. That is going to be out. Elvira Perez. I thought she had that. Kind of hit the line there. So point over now to the Lobos. 12-11. Cortinas trying to get another point here. Trying to get this set up. That's power. A little too far. 12-11. Make that 13-11 now for East. You know, they asked both coaches, do you think about the playoffs yet? I mean, something that you have to. Both coaches agreed. Well, you think about it, but you have so many games still that you can go into, and as they both mentioned, both Coach Gorena and Coach Wareham mentioned, hey, any given night, any Saturday or Tuesday, they'll be able to pick those up. And speaking of, we'll give you the schedules for both teams here in a minute as we wait for Micaela to get things back into play. She likes to get going with a jump serve. See if she does that again. Looks like she will. Gets across, hits the net. Granado gets it across. Ooh, nice save of Micaela. Tried to just pop it up, couldn't get there. Makes it a 13-12 game. So again, rotations back and forth. Let's talk about the visiting Lady Lobos. Their next three games up are very important, crucial games, besides this Weslaco East game, obviously. they have some important games, and Coach Wareham was excited about it, which is like we're going to play a tough Weslaco East team, and then we play some of the teams were clustered up right in the middle for the 4th spot. Gets it across, back and forth. 2 players joust for it. Come across the other way, try to drop it in. Oh, looked like that was going to drop for Alina. Nice and forth, back and forth they go. Lady Lopez drops it, point. Nice play there by Alina Carmona and Lady Lopez. Man, increases their lead to 14-12. Next 3 games for Lady Lobos. Brownsville Veterans at home, which right as of now stand in the 2nd place spot. Mercedes, who's right in the middle of things with them, at 6-4. And then Brownsville Pace, who's in the top of the leaderboard in District 32-5A. They're the undefeated team here so far. So, yeah, that's what the Lobos have in the next 3 games or so, in about a week's worth of games, 3 games across. So check the Lady Lobos out if you can. If you're watching from Brownsville, following the Lady Lobos, or wherever you're from, we're happy you're with us here this afternoon. Point 14-12 now. That's what it remains here for. Check that. That's 15-12. Saw that change here a second ago with that point. 15-12. 3rd set. Back there is Vanessa Cervantes. Get this across. Point goes over. Touching the net. Was this what it was? There's something happened. Didn't quite get it, but the official is waving or something happened here. He might be coming down to explain things. Explaining it to Alina Espinosa, telling her what happened. That's going to give the point back to the Lady Lobos. He's explaining that. I wish we had a mic. For next time, we're putting a mic on the official guys, like they do in football, to hear what the explanation was, because they're giving the point over to the Lady Lobos, 15-13. Something about maybe the hands touching the net or putting it up, maybe distracting a player, pass interference, football term. Doesn't change the fact the point goes over Lobos. 15-13, let's get going. Here comes Jenny Shank. Jenny's had a fine afternoon as well. Sit across. A couple of Lady Wildcats are there. Finally, Alina Espinosa gets it across. Nice block. It's going to stand. No. Got to go over. Nice effort there by Elvira Perez, though. Point goes over Lady Lobos. Watch out now. 15-14. Crawling up are the Lobos. Lady Lobos. Shank across. Sets it in the middle. They're going to drop it across. Granado sets it up in the middle. Back and forth they go. Going to get it across the opposite end. Shank there again. Nice defensive play. Going to go from the right side. That's going to be Haley Cano. Pops it right back up. Going to get it across. Defense back and forth. The rally. We've seen a couple of these go. This is going to be a powerful hit by Haley Cano. Point over to Lady Wildcats. 16-14. On the other side for Lady Wildcats here at home, well, they, again, 4-6 record. They've got some games coming up that they feel they can win. At least that's what Coach Gorena mentioned. We'll get to that in a second. Cortina's powerful again. She's been showing that gun, if you would. Powerful hitter. Lady Lobos, point going over, moving out of the way. They're 17-14. So this is what it looks like for your Lady Wildcats. The next 3 up. Donna, they'll play the Lady Redskins coming up at Tuesday. That's an away game. Back into the action. Get it across. Important portion of the match here. Could go either way here. Shank saves it. Back the other way to Granado. They're going to go the opposite way from Cano. Coming back the other way. Powerful hit. Just couldn't get across the net as Alina Espinosa. Point goes over to the Lobos. 17-15. And then after they play this coming Tuesday at Donna, they play Donna North, another away game next Saturday, a week from today. And then they come home to play the Veterans Chargers. Yeah. Brownsville Veterans comes into town not this Tuesday, but next. So if you're wondering, a game to come watch, that should be a fun one. Well, obviously, we'll have it here for you on KWES live game, an important one at that. For the Lady Wildcats. 17-16, here come the Lady Lobos trying to pick up another point, try to tie this match up. Up the edge, powerful hit. That will drop. Lina Espinosa has been successful from that edge. Been flying in and making those count for the Lobos off the right-hand side. And she will be rewarded by a serve. How's that? Alina trying to increase the lead 18-6. Nice jump serve for her. To the cross. Cortinas, again, showing her power off this afternoon. Going the opposite way, Micaela Perales. Boy, point counts, 19-16. That's been a constant here this afternoon as well. And by that senior, Micaela Perales, coach mentioned, hey, we're going to trust a lot on our seniors here. She's one of them. Nice job there. Espinosa again trying to pick up some more points for the Lady Wildcats. Back, going to hit the net right off of it. Going to have to get it across. Does. Ryman sends it back, trying to set it up for her friends in the back. Just sent it away too far. A bit of a costly mistake, but that's all right. They figured. They're talking to each other, saying, hey, it's all right. We had it set. Let's regroup. Let's do it again. 19-17. Getting close now. Granado. Going to try to get this across. Does. Coming up the opposite way is Micaela Perales. That's going to fall. That's going to be a right off the tip there. Point over to the Lady Wildcats. 20-17. Can the Lady Wildcats pick up this set and make it into extras? We're going to find out. Here comes Valeria Juarez. Hits the net. Couldn't get it across. 20-18. I have a feeling we're in for a nail biter, guys. I really do. And Lopez might be trying to pull one fast one here and try to catch up. They're a couple of points away. 20-18. The Wildcats are going to fight it, though. All right. Granado gets it across. Nicely set up by Ferrer. Opposite way to Juarez. That's not going to get there. Point goes over to the Lady Lobos. 2019. Watch out now. Hold on. See if they can tie this up. Cross. Got a defensive play. Nice play there and saved by Lady Lopez. Granado back in the middle. They've been successful in that area. Not on that one. Paula Lopez just too strong on that one. Power play there by the senior. I'll ask for a timeout. We'll keep it here. Kind of. To play for 2020. Here we go. Set 3. Lopez trying to end this. Wildcats trying to extend it. As it up the other way, gets it across. Looks like it was going to hit the net. A little bit of a joust there by both Lady Lobos. Cortinas will get it across. In the middle. Going up high. She's been doing a good job of that. Nice save, but she couldn't get it. Looked like Granado. Yep, that was Kaylee. Wildcats take the lead, 21-20. And here's a Lady Lopez. She's going to try to do her best to try to increase this lead for the Lady Wildcats. Get it to the cross. On one knee, sets it across. Going to hit it hard, and that's going to go backwards. That's going to be a point for the Lady Wildcats. Paula Lopez right in the middle there. Has been very successful at times. Just couldn't play that one. 21-21, she did a good job, but the Wildcats couldn't play it, I should say. She's very successful. Right in the middle. 21 all. Powerful hit there. Yeah, just trying to kill it was Micaela Perales. Good effort, just couldn't get there. Perales has been fantastic here this afternoon. Gets it across. Back and forth they go. 22-21 now. Lopez, but that changes as I'm talking. 22 all. Lady Wildcats are not going to go quietly here this afternoon. This is exactly what Coach Gorena was talking about. We got some fight in us. We're in the pink tonight. Dig for Pink campaign, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They're doing their part. Remembering those who are not longer with us. honoring them, if you would. Gets it across. Lopez, powerful, sends it back. Isalina Carmona still plays on. Nice save back and forth. This is important. Gets it across. Power hit off the fingertips, if you would. Elvira Perez going the opposite way, running to it. Sets it up. She says, calm down. Let me get it across. And so is Valeria Juarez. Back and forth they go. Nice rally. Granado sets up Lopez. Lopez coming back. They got to go get it. Got to hit it one more time. Cortinas will. Cortinas will hit hard. You got to get it. Oh, that could have been out. But they still played it. Was Valeria Juarez getting it across, trying to find that seam. Couldn't drop there. Hits it back. Nice. Killed it by Alina Carmona. That was an important point. 23-22. Lady Wildcats fighting to stay alive as the crowd here for the Lady Wildcats erupts. Gets it across. Micaela Perez. Opposite end. That is going to fall. What a kill there by Lopez. As we said, she's effective at times. That was one of them. Boy. This ties this up again. I hope you took your high blood medication, Vinny. This is what we've got here this afternoon. 23-all. The crowd for the Lady Wildcats gets going. Gets it across. In the middle. Opposite end goes Alina Espinosa. That's going to go too far. 23-24. Lady Lobos say Coach Wareham sticks her finger up in the air and shows a 1. They're going to take a timeout. We're not going anywhere. We're staying right here. This is an important match. An important, obviously, you can see district matchup. And Coach Wareham, Coach Gorena, this is what they're doing. They're coaching their teams. Just in about 30 seconds or so, we'll get to see if the Lady Lobos can pull this one off. A fantastic showing of just not giving up with these Lady Wildcats here this afternoon. Lopez has been on point here as well. They have taken everything Lopez has given them. An excellent job of the Lady Lobos here. They've shown why they're one of the leaders here. If they win, matter of fact, this afternoon, they'll be right up there with some of the top teams. So see how this plays out. 24-23. Zarela Gomez trying to pick up the win. Let's see what happens. Gets it across. Going to set it up right in the middle. The opposite end is Elvina Espinosa. It's going to drop. And running Cortinas is going to try to save it. Can they put it across? Hits it up high. That's going to hit the rafters. And that's going to tie it up at 24. Lady Wildcats play on. Yeah, what a match. We said this might go to the end. Might get some bonus stuff here as well. 24-all. Here comes Cervantes. Vanessa gets it across. Played. That would have been out. They played it. Gets across is Granado. She has to come up as Vanessa. They're going to try to get it across and draw. Find that seam. No, nice save. Excellent play. Got to get it across. Granado does. She's been steady here this afternoon. Gets it across. Going to try to drop it. That point's going to go away. Azaria Rivens, a young sophomore, put some strength into that one. Just carried off a little bit. 25-24. Match point. Jenny Shanks, who's had a good afternoon here, try to pick it up. Comes the serve, gets it across. Lady Wildcats playing. Gets it across the other way. They're going to drop it. That's going to fall. Gets it across. Rivens misses it. Going the opposite end. They're going to try to get it across. Is Elvira Perez. Steady. Getting across. Blocked at the net. That's going to be played. Got to get it across. They do. Nice play. Shank back the other way. Granado going up the middle. Going to go to Jenny. Jenny right in the middle. Makes him play hard for it. Going to come to Rivens. Rivens try to drop it. No. Back and forth. Continues the rally. Right in the middle. Nothing there. Back and forth. They get it across. Jenny sets it up. She's going to try to get it across. Tries to kill it. And she does. Wow. So there it is. 26-24. I've got goosebumps. 26-24. What a match here this afternoon for your Lady Wildcats. Lady Lobos move on to 7-4, while your Lady Wildcats drop now to 4-7. What an afternoon. Thank you for joining us on behalf of Vinny Berry, Val Zamora, yours truly, Fred Alfaro. We wish you well. Have a good day, good weekend. We will see you soon here from Eastside, strong side of Weslaco East High School. This has been a K-West production.